everybody. Welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. Okay, today's message is respect yourself. Respect yourself. You know, I was listening to the radio this morning, and respect yourself came on. I say that's the message for today. Okay, before we get started, I want to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all of the new viewers. Welcome to all of the new subscribers. And welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Now, those of you who are new to this channel, I will answer your relationship questions. So at the end of the video, I'll show you a link where you can send in your questions. And I will either answer them privately through the email, or I will share them online with the collective. And it can be your decision. Now, those of you who are interested in these caps, they are now available in my online store. So just go to the description all the way to the bottom, and you'll see a link that says online store. Just click on that link, and there you have it. Okay? All right, everybody. Now it's time for today's affirmation. And here it is. I am slowing down and opening the magic of this moment. I am slowing down and opening the magic of this moment. All right, let that sink in. You know, this affirmation is about living in the present. Living in the present. Instead of worrying about things that are, may happen tomorrow or in the future or whatever, live in the present and open yourself to the blessings in the present. Okay? So, I am slowing down and opening to the magic of this moment. All right? All right, as you go through your day today, keep this affirmation in your heart. Okay? And just remember, be present. Be present. I know many times in our lives, because we have so many challenges going on or whatever, our mind drifts and worries about challenges. But with this affirmation today, I want you to live in the present. Forget all of your problems and be happy right now. Okay? All right, everybody. Okay, people. Before we dive into the message today, I want to let you know that some lucky subscriber will win a deck like this, will win an affirmation deck. I know in my last video, I said that you would get this deck. No, this one is mine. You would get one just like this one. All right? A lucky subscriber would get a deck just like this one. This affirmation deck, the one that I read to you every day. This way you have your own. Okay? When this channel reaches 100,000 subscribers, I will be giving away this deck. I will be randomly choosing someone that will receive this deck as a special thank you for supporting this channel. Okay? All right. Now we're going to jump into the message today. Respect yourself. Now, the message today was inspired by some letters that came in. And we're going to dive right into the letters, and then we're going to talk more about this message, okay? All right, let's dive into our first letter. Our first letter is from a young lady that says, I am a 51-year-old single mom. And at this point in my life, I sadly do not feel respected in my personal life mostly because of social media. Okay. I'm petite and attractive, from what I'm told. So I don't understand what's wrong with me, other than the fact that maybe I'm too nice. There's no such thing as being too nice. You can be as nice as you want to, but the trick is you don't allow disrespect. Okay, that's the trick. You don't allow disrespect. Or too accommodating, perhaps. I have a good job and my own place. Okay, now you say two things. One, being nice, and two, accommodating. It's true you could be too accommodating. Okay? When you are too accommodating, many times you are caring more about the other person than yourself. You're loving the other person more than you're loving yourself. You know, you can look at being too accommodating that way. All right? Okay, let's see what else you say here. I'll give you some context. A family member messaged me on Facebook Messenger last January and said to mark my calendar, her family would all be coming to my city this summer for the girls' basketball championships. I live in Western Canada, and most of my family lives 2,500 miles away in Eastern Canada. This particular cousin has been trying to get my daughter and her granddaughter to meet for years because they are both mixed race and 1 year apart in age. Okay, I can see the 1 year apart in age. I don't know what the mixed race has to do with it, but I can see, that they're closer in age, and it'd be great for them to get together. However, I have provided my phone number as well as my daughter's number multiple times, only to never receive a call. Just these messages on the chat and the occasional like on our pictures. I even wrote her that if the girl is shy, then maybe she would like my daughter to reach out first. No reply. She just leaves me on read. I guess that's read. Since the basketball championships are supposed to be happening this weekend, I logged in only to find pictures plastered all over her page with other family members who live here thanking them for coming out to meet, or to have her granddaughter call rather than only chatting on Facebook. Okay, well, if this is the way that she wants to communicate with you and you would rather speak to her in person, well, then you call. You call. This is just a relative. This is not a man that you're trying to date. So you call. My 16-year-old daughter is so hurt and is questioning what we did to deserve this. You didn't do anything to deserve what? I think that you're making something out of nothing. This is what it looks like to me. You're trying to make something out of nothing because you're trying to force these people to call and communicate with you over the phone, and apparently they'd rather not. I have no idea why, okay, but this is their choice. And if you want to communicate with them, call them yourself, okay? My friends are telling me that when she refused to call years ago, I should have blocked and deleted her then. No, I don't think that's right. No. What, are you trying to retaliate? Listen, and this is not just for you. This is for everybody. You cannot force people to respond to you the way that you desire. Okay? If they don't respond to you in the way that you desire, and you would like to keep the communication open, then you do it. You call. Okay? You call. And then you can say, I was waiting for you to call me, but I'm going to call you. You know, you can make a little... But you say that you have already mentioned to her that you would like for her to call. I suppose you did. Let's see. Okay, this is a cousin. I don't really see why you're making a big deal of it. Okay? If you want to communicate with her over the phone, then call her. And put the daughters on the phone. They can talk right there. Okay? All right. My 16-year-old daughter is so hurt and is questioning what we did to deserve this. I don't understand. To deserve what? Them not calling you? I believe that you are making way too much out of this. My friends are telling me that when she refused to call years ago, I should have blocked and deleted her then. No, I think that would have been the wrong thing to do. Why? Why is her calling you such a big issue for you? You know what? And I bet she doesn't realize what a big issue it is for you. Okay? And by continuing to give her access to my profile, I've been a doormat with no boundaries. I definitely don't understand that. What do you mean you've been a doormat? What is your cousin doing that makes you feel that you are a doormat? Let's see what else you say. I've noticed this has happened a few times before with other people. At one point, I decided to take a break and deactivated my profile for 6 months. I don't get it. You know, Facebook, I see it as just a platform to communicate with friends and relatives. It's like a fun platform to communicate with friends and relatives. So, but you are using it like it's some sort of obligation for your relatives to respond to you in a certain way, or you're upset. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Before I did this, I gave everybody on the site my phone number and said I'd be taking a break to call me to keep in touch. And during those 6 months, no one person called me. Okay, maybe you're a drama queen because you are definitely creating drama about a Facebook account. Maybe that's why they don't call you. Maybe you just make too much out of things. And, you know, people don't really care for drama. They really don't. Okay? Out of curiosity, I reactivated the profile and put up new pictures, and people were liking and commenting. But nobody seems to notice or care that I had been gone for 6 months. Yeah. You know, maybe you should take a break from Facebook. If it is making you unhappy, maybe you shouldn't be on this site at all. Maybe you should get off social media if it's this upsetting to you. You see, anything that does not bring you joy in your life, let it go. Let it go. And if Facebook is making you unhappy, let it go. You know, take off your profile and never put it back. Walk away. You know, and then you won't be, and then you will not be worried about whether these people are commenting on the pictures that you post or trying to contact you or anything. Forget it. I felt very stupid and figured I must have looked desperate or something. What do you think? Well, I don't know about you looking desperate. You know, you just, post when you post. And these people are not tracking you. Let's say that. I don't believe they're tracking you to see Are you on? Are you off? Is your profile still up? You understand? If they see something that you posted and it looks interesting, maybe their comment or like or whatever. You see, you put your phone number out there, and if anybody wanted to call you, they would have. But apparently they didn't want to speak to you. Okay? And you need to let that go. Let it go. Why do you feel validated if people respond to you? Why do you need that validation? You see, this shows that it's something broken in you that you need to heal. Or you wouldn't care about validation. You wouldn't care if these people responded to your letter or your pictures or your phone number. You wouldn't care if you loved yourself. If you respected yourself. You understand? You're going all out trying to get somebody to respond to you. Okay? I've even had people message me on Facebook and tell me how much they hate Facebook. I don't know anything about that. When I would write back and provide my phone number, then they would write back saying they would call. But then their message goes on and on and on, telling me all about everything under the sun after just writing about how much they don't like to chat on Facebook. So let me get a handle on this. It seems that your issue is that you want people to call you. You want to talk to somebody, and it seems like anybody, because you put your number out on Facebook. So apparently you don't care who calls you. You just want somebody in the world to care enough about you to call you. Do you see that that's an issue that you need to overcome? It's all about you. It's not about these other people. The issue is in you. And this is what I need for you to understand. Okay? Let's see what else you say. And they never call. Can you please give me your opinion about how I should handle this? I am so tired of people telling me that I'm too nice. If I am, how do I stop? Because feeling like I'm not worth a phone call is very hurtful to me. My daughter even does video calls with her friends. I can't get anybody to even call me at all. Okay. All right, let's look at this. Let's look at this. All right. I want you to understand, and I'm going to try to go slow here because this is really important for you to understand that something in you needs to be healed. Okay? Something in you needs to be healed. All right? Because whatever that is in you, it needs constant validation from other people. You see? That shows you that something's broken. You should not need validation from anybody. You should be whole within yourself. You and your daughter need healing. Okay? You should be happy with yourself. If nobody ever calls or contacts you or comes over or whatever, you should be happy with yourself. And you are not. You're not. You're constantly needing validation from other people. No. You don't love yourself, and you need to love yourself. Respect yourself. Know that you are whole. You don't need anybody else. You see? You don't need anybody else. You need to get on your spiritual path and start your spiritual awakening to heal, to build up your self-confidence, because apparently you don't have much. You don't have self-worth either, because even in your letter you said that people don't feel like you're worth to even call you? What do you care? As long as you know your own worth, you don't care what other people think about you. You don't care. You understand? You love yourself. You love yourself. And you look for things that make you happy. Happy. And if Facebook is not where you find happiness, then you need to get off Facebook. Period. And never go back. Never go back. Why are you going to continue there badgering people when you see they don't want to call you? They're not interested in calling you. You understand? So quit throwing your number out there like that. Because with your mindset, the wrong person is going to pick up your number and call you. And then they're going to take you down a very dark and bumpy path. And it may not be a relative. Okay? You're playing a dangerous game right here. Only because you don't love yourself. You don't. You don't value yourself. You're constantly looking for validation. You see? And when you are confident and you are living in high vibrations, you don't care what other people think. You don't live your life worrying about what other people think. You don't live your life like that. Because you know your own power. You know your own power. You know who you are. You value yourself. Your confidence is very high. Your self-esteem is high. You see? You don't care about whether anybody calls you. No. No. So, listen. Work on yourself. That's my advice to you. And stop worrying about other people, period. Okay? Stop worrying about that. If you get on your spiritual path, you know, like we do the affirmations every day. So if you watch me every day, you'll get your affirmation. Okay? You need to quiet your mind and do meditations every day. You see, you got to get into a higher vibration because right now you are in very low vibration. Very low vibration. You don't value yourself, you don't love yourself, and you don't feel like you have any worth. Okay. I hope that you understand this message because it's very important to your well-being and to your happiness. Don't worry about other people. And once you get on your spiritual journey, you won't. You won't, because your life will open up to so many wonderful blessings till you won't even have time. Those people will be a second thought. A second thought. You understand? You know, I go on Facebook and because my relatives are there, and I check on them just to see what's going on. But I don't go on there because I'm trying to see who's going to respond to me. I go in there and see what they're doing. You understand? But very rarely do I feel the need to call them up because of something that I saw on there. You understand? But see, for you, it's not you calling them where you get satisfaction. You want them to call you because you need validation. And that shows that you need healing. Right there. Because you need validation, you need to be healed. And you need to be spiritually healed. Okay? And then you won't feel that way anymore. You won't care if anybody calls you at all. Okay? I hope that you understand that message, and I really hope it helps. Okay, we have another letter here, and let's see what this young lady says. I will explain what is going on with me for the last 5 years. I have been experiencing very, very strange things. Like you, I walk the spiritual path. I am a super empath, and it seems as though every time I get around groups of people or go out shopping, etc., I am mobbed. I feel physical pain around certain individuals and have had very, very strange experience as of late. Okay, you are an empath and a super empath at that. Now, for those of you who don't know about the empath feels emotions. The empath can feel your aura. Okay? The empath can come around you and feel what kind of energy you're putting out. Okay? And with you being a super empath, you feel a lot of energies, which actually can overcome you. Okay? And this is probably what's happening when you go out in public. All right? I am doing meditation and eating clean. I do my affirmations, and most recently, I am starting to work on manifestation. Good for you. Good for you. I know that in your videos, mostly we talk about relationships, and I find that so very informative. But I wondered if you also had heard of these types of things. With the empath, yes, because I'm not a super empath, but I am an empath. Okay, so yes, I do understand. And you being a super empath, you really feel people's energies. Okay, and certain people you really shouldn't be around. Okay, because you don't want to soak up their negative energies for sure. And you don't want to feel it either. Okay, my question for you is, are you aware or do you know anything about spiritual warfare? Yeah, I know about it. I know about it. There's a whole lot more to this, but I don't want to overload you with it. Could you please give me your thoughts and opinions of what I should do? All right. My advice to you, since you are on your spiritual path, go to the divine and ask for help and assistance. Your angels will come and assist you. You understand? As a matter of fact, they're probably walking with you, just waiting for you to ask for assistance. You see, our spirit guides, they don't interfere in our lives unless we ask. Okay? The divine is not going to interfere in your life unless you ask for help. All right? So any kind of challenges that you come up against, ask for assistance. You see? Or protection if need be. I know there's sometimes if I go in a place and I get that feeling that something isn't right, in my mind, I'll ask for protection. Okay? And everything will be fine. And then I'll just go right on and do whatever I have to do. I don't go in fear. Because once you ask for protection, protection is there. It's almost like the angels will put their wings around you. And you will be fine. You will be fine. But yes, since you are on your spiritual path, then you are in touch. You are in touch. Just continue. And whatever you need in your life, don't be afraid to ask for it. Ask for it. And it will be granted. Just like that. Easy. Okay? So the next time you're out and you feel these energies, because, you mentioned spiritual warfare. Spiritual warfare is happening everywhere. Spiritual warfare. Now, this is the negative energies trying to overtake the positive energies. Okay? There are a lot of really negative forces in the world. And the super empath can feel a lot of this. They can feel it. When they come around, especially evil, it affects them. It really affects them. Sometimes it can make them feel ill unless they can get away from it. They need to get away from it. And for you, whenever you're around people that you don't feel good about, you need to depart from them. You can't do anything with that energy. You can't transmute that energy. So you remove yourself from it. You understand? You remove yourself from it. Okay? And then you continue to build up your armor around you and your reality. Okay? Your armor around you and your reality. You don't need to go through your life feeling the negative energies of other people. Okay? You ask the divine for protection and see if you don't feel better when you're going about your regular activities. Okay? Don't be afraid to ask for whatever you want. Ask and it is given to you. Whatever it is. And your manifestations is easy as that. You see? All you need to do is know what your desire is. Put it in your mind. Visualizing yourself with your desire. And before you know it, it will manifest right before your eyes. So I wish you all well. And I know that you will be successful in whatever you decide you want in your life. Okay? All right. We do have another letter here. And it's a short letter. And she's asking, how do you co-parent with a narcissist that you still kind of got a little soul tie with? There's no such thing as a little soul tie. It's either a soul tie or not. Okay? All right. First, you need to work on the soul tie, or he's going to continue to manipulate you, even if he's not even with you. Okay, he can continue to manipulate you because you are spiritually bonded to him. Okay, so you want to get on your spiritual path to break that soul tie. Period. All right. Then with the co-parenting. Now, from your letter, you didn't say if you were living together. You know, if you're living together, then this is an issue. If you are living with the narcissist, it's going to be difficult for you to break any soul tie if you're living with him. But if you are not living with him, yeah, you need to be on your spiritual path. See, a soul tie is a spiritual bond. And the only way to break it is through spirituality. So you need to get on your spiritual awakening. And there's a link in the description that will help you to get on that path, to break the soul tie. And during that time of your healing, protection comes along with that. So you'll feel much better and more confident dealing with the narcissist. The narcissist will not be able to manipulate you the way he would if you were not spiritual. Okay? Being more spiritual and confident will protect you from a lot of the manipulation that the narcissist will do. Okay? So my advice to you is to get on your spiritual path. That's the only way you're going to overcome the abuse from the narcissist and to protect yourself from his ongoing manipulation, because as long as you have that kid, he's going to be there. If he's that type of narcissist. If he's the type of narcissist that is going to be involved in your life with your child, then he is going to be there. But with you being on your spiritual path, you won't suffer all the abuse and manipulation that he will plan for you. Okay? And this is what I want you to understand. People, the message today was to respect yourself. Okay? You know, like I said, I was listening to the song, and I think the song said, if you don't respect yourself, nobody else is gonna. You know? And that is so very true, people. Love yourself first. And quit going out here doing everything for other people to get their validation so that you can feel loved. You love yourself. You see, no matter what anybody else does. And then you will be fine. You will be happier. And you will feel more confident. Okay? Don't look for validation from other people. Period. When you're on your spiritual path, you don't want it. You don't need it. You see? Because the love that you have for yourself is so huge. You don't need anybody else to come and love you. You love yourself. You understand, people? I hope that this message today helps. I hope that you understand this message. And I really hope that it helps to set you on your spiritual path. Now, those of you who have questions that you would like for me to answer, here is the link. Send your questions to MissFayesWorld@hotmail.com. That's MissFayesWorld@hotmail.com. And try to keep your letters to one page. Just summarize your situation and ask the question. And if you prefer that I answer your question privately through the email, just put it at the very top of your letter, and I will comply. I want to thank you all for supporting this channel. Thank you all for your comments. I read them every day, and I do respond to those that I'm able. I want to thank you so much for your letters, and a special thank you for those that leave a donation. I wish you all well. I wish you all happiness, and I really hope to see you next time.